There's a lot written about being successful after breaking through this barrier. And I would say that, yes, it's important to be able to break through that barrier, but there's not a lot written about what it takes to break out of the inertia, this inflection point. And that's where good to great comes into play, because he looks at what was existing for those companies. But humans have this same thing, because we're conditioned. We're conditioned to run like this, and then we have to break through. And it's a challenge to get through there. I've got some slides later on. It's a challenge to get through there because you're working against stories. You're working against your comfort zone. You're getting into this cognitive dissonance because you've got limiting beliefs that just don't support it. And then I have leadership, an adaptive, flexible leadership approach that empowers leaders to navigate change, make swift decisions, and align their teams with evolving business needs. We've got to talk about this, what's needed to be able to rise above the line here. And it takes a leadership approach. It takes strategy, but also takes a leadership approach, because it's a lot of noise that happens in here, and there's a lot of cognitive dissonance. People, remember I was talking about, you hire people based on their conditioning. They're going to struggle with changing their behavior to move above that line, just because that's just the way life is. And they're conditioned. 95% of everything we do is done by habit. What made them successful may not be what you need to make this crossing the barrier. It may be what you need up here, but you need a certain kind of leadership here. So this is the idea of getting the right people on the bus, and then making those decisions with the right people. You also want to get the wrong people off the bus too, because the wrong people off the bus will become your internal opponents, which you don't need. Sports coaches embody dynamic leadership. Successful sports coaches, they create a strong team culture. They're adopting strategies. They're constantly adjusting. I mentioned it before. There are so many principles that apply to dynamic leadership when you look at what coaches do, more so off the field, but as well on the field too. It's just that that's in the game. So the on the field is during those big opportunities, make hay when the sun is shining. Like right now, you've got a lot of companies scrambling to try to figure out how they're going to make AI work. And there's a window. There's a window that people are trying to figure it out. If you're doing enough trial and error, then you'll find your right way that's right for you. And what's nice about taking the approach that we use with good to great and great by choice is that you will be able to design a way that works for you. All right, built to last, 1994, focus why visionary companies endure over time.